gym is awesome. I can't believe how cool the Ultimate Training Center is. It's freaking rad.
Welcome to the UFC National Training Center. The 16 of you are among the top unknown professional light heavyweights and middleweights in the country. For the next several weeks, you'll train together and compete against each other for a 3-year, 6-figure contract with the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Gentlemen, you have a very unique opportunity. Many fighters from all over the world dream of someday fighting in the UFC. 2 of you actually will.
The house is nice. It's pretty slick, pretty posh looking house. You're wasted. Let's quit playing games. Come on. Come on. Put this down. Free house. Ultimate drinker. I wouldn't be here if I didn't smash kids. Who wants what? Who wants a beer? You want the green?
I was kind of shocked that they provided us with alcohol, a full bar.
When I started seeing them pull out alcohol and pull out drinks, we're out here to compete. We're not out here to have a party.
Now I'm gonna get wasted. Who wants in on some of this? Come on, let's get to know each other.
My boy Chris just starts getting hammered. He's a character, man.
Who's with me?
Leben's a wild man. He went pretty crazy. Don't think he's gonna settle down and be doing morning prayers or yoga or anything like that. So we'll just see how it goes.
Chris Leben is a tough guy, and you know, I'm not gonna dog or down on him for what he's doing, you know, but I came to win. I'm not gonna be drinking, I'm not gonna be partying. I came to I'm gonna stay focused, have a clear mind and a clear body, clear spirit.
Those guys were really boring. Very boring, yes. Boring as They have no personality at all. Nobody does in here. I'm 15-1. Talk I'll smash everybody, doesn't matter. I'm a better fighter than everyone else in this house, period. And I will say that out loud to everyone in there. And they will not deny that. They know that. That's a fact. Drink a drink. Get up on it.
Don't fall for it, guys. He's setting you up.
To kill you? I'm trying to trick y'all. Get y'all hungover in the morning.
He drinks. He doesn't stop drinking.
I'm not even drinking.
The guy talks. He doesn't stop talking.
You know what? I tried it. You actually can't do it. Booze won't freeze.
A mad man.
Want to get to know people, kind of want to loosen it up. It feels the air's a little tense, so, you know, maybe I can get these guys to drink a little bit and we can open up and talk to each other. Listen up, we're all fighters here. Everybody's got to have a nickname, right? Hey, you're Strange Brew. It's done been said. Once it's said, it's through. We got the Knife Mirror, we got Schwick, we got VD. It's beating. We got Strange Brew.
Jason Thacker, a.k.a. Strange Brew. He was the Canadian guy who we kind of made fun of. We didn't really, you know, put him down or anything. We just kind of would comment about his ripe smell.
I love Strange Brew. That's Strange Brew.
I don't have any resentment to Chris for picking on me. I think I had a big target, you know, coming from Canada and the country, and you just had a lot to work with, and you just went off.
You know what Canada is like? It's like the attic you never go into. He talks so much.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
Like you can only handle so much of, you know, that. I think his attitude sucks. I think he's a big talker. I wanted to choke that kid. I definitely like to fight Chris. In my mind, I'm the best fighter in the world. Nate, we foresee trouble with us. Like, it's gonna be drama. Maybe we'll just eat a muffin. I'm going to bed. I'm taking this Slim Jim, this muffin, this frozen Snickers, and that's all I need. What's else?
This is Slim Jim, and this muffin, and this frozen Snickers, and I'm going to bed. That's it. Oh, I need this.
That's all I need, because you know what? I'm just that kind of guy. I'm a minimal use type of person. Hey! No, you hey! Why do you guys get those green pillows over there? I get one little $5 99-cent store, not even goose down pillow. We're gonna have a wrestling match right now over that green pillow. Yeah. Are you ready? No. Yeah. It's getting stalled. It's getting stalled right now. All the way to your pillow's getting taken. I'm doing it. I'm taking it. I'll put it on the...
Look, he's got a red one.
Who knows?
Still ending red.
Give me your pillow.
I don't think so.
Give me your pillow.
Dude, go to bed.
Give me this one.
Drop boy.
I need it.
Red one.
Yeah, no. Still pinning. I got it.
So Chris comes into my room, tries to take my pillow when we were all trying to sleep. He thought it was, very comical taking everyone's pillow. And he's a much better person when he's not drinking.
We'll be the pillow robber of everybody.
Chris was up yelling, doing this, doing that, drunk, making a total fool out of himself.
We have a pact though, right? You don't tell him that I just have everybody's pillows and everybody's blankets. That's so rad.
Did you steal my pillow, man?
You want to put some money on it? I didn't steal nothing.
Give me my pillow.
I did not steal your pillow. You're tripping. You're tripping. Ow! Why you steal my pillow back? Hey, give me back my pillow. That never happened. You now.
I'll see you tomorrow.
No.
I'll see you tomorrow when you're tapping. You're funny. I like you, man.
I'm funny, but it, who cares? We're about one thing, right? We're about that contract. Let's not lie.
That's right.
You want what I want, and you know what? You ain't gonna get it.
Man, you should hop in the shower, bro.
Hey,
Going right now.
Pokemon, did you shower yet?
I'm going right now.
You sucker.
That guy left the musk around.
Just coming proper with the spray.
Oh, that's fresh again.
The innocent Canadian guy is out of the room. Chris Leben decides to urinate on his pillow.
Is he coming? You know what? I didn't take a leak on his bed. I spritzed. Oh, there it goes. Let's rub it in. There's a difference. This little, little sprinkle, little hey. Quit being such a retard. It's so bad. So I spritzed on his bed and I just rubbed it all over.
That was kind of in poor taste, and I know Jason obviously did nothing to Chris. Did deserve a urinated pillow, and I thought that was terrible.
Guys, put your bags in the cubby holes around the corner. Stake out a claim.
Go to war with the knife in my side.
Yeah, baby, come on.
Quit.
All right, that's it.
I'd rather die than quit.
All right.
We're trying to push them their cardiovascular shape and also just to see how tough they are, how much they'll push through something when they are tired. Because that's really hard to teach.
I noticed that Couture and Liddell are both watching the run real close because it's more than just can the guy run that fast for 30 minutes, and what it really is how much heart does he have? How hard is he going to dig? How deep is he going to dig to pull this thing out? Who has the drive and the desire? It's a gut check thing. Couture didn't think that anybody would get through this thing today, and Chris just forced his way through it and made it, which is very impressive, very, very impressive.
Nice little shoulder burn going. It's just mental from here on in. It's nobody's body's gonna make the difference here. It's who's got it up here. Nice, Chris, nice. Use it. Good. Stop. Back to center. Start pummeling again. Good work. You all right? What's the matter? You gonna puke? Fine. Huh? Fine. Let's go. Keep going. Yes, Christopher. That is great. Chris, you got that. I mean, I had a plan to try to get everybody drunk, so they'd be hungover today, but it backfired a little bit. You guys drinking last night? Probably not the best idea, but I'm sure it probably made me a little bit A little bit lackluster today, but I think I did okay.
Make sure you guys are drinking plenty of fluids after this.
Get some bananas, get some Gatorade, something with some potassium in it. Avoid the beer.
He's a character, man. Apparently he's got the game where he can just get hammered and still function the next day.
I think I've got more heart, more intestinal fortitude, more willpower than anybody in this house right now. I will guarantee that. Oh.
His hips real hard.
Glad I wore shorts.
That's it. Nice, Diego. Finish that, Diego. Nice counter, Chris. Pull it down, pull it down.
Diego's a stud. He's a stud wrestler. That's his game, though, you know? I thought I was hanging in there pretty good. Fight's a different thing. I like to throw big leather, you know? Start mixing some big punches into the mix, and it'll change the game completely. Josh Kasha, what? He's a wrestling coach for Buffalo, New York. He stayed away. He ducked my punches. He didn't even work to pass my guard. He didn't do anything at all. Oh, I'm gonna put him to sleep.
Chris has an overwhelming style. He's wide open. He hits very hard.
The bar is open. Who wants it?
Some people are out of control with their alcohol. The drunk belligerence is picking up at a tremendous rate.
Bring that homie.
Hey, and I said he's a great fighter. I'm really stoked he's on my team. I want to knock him out again.
Coincidentally, me and Leben have fought before, and he's the only one that's beat me. So I have a kind of a bone to pick with him.
Weak ass choke that you put on me, I just picked it off and threw you around.
I put you down twice. Let's not lie.
No,
you
you
was
did.
down in the
Twice.
first round. I knocked you down.
You didn't knock me down.
We battled in January. Man, we slung some leather. He's a southpaw, which is something I'm completely not used to. I have never had a training partner that was a southpaw.
Yes. Swing.
I connected with 4 unanswered blows, and he looked like he was going down. I mean, he was stumbling backwards. I dropped my right hand and came in to finish him off. He threw an overhand left and caught me dead on my temple. I was definitely out of my game, so they stopped it.
I will fight you again somehow.
Oh!
Yeah, you want to see
That's fine. I don't care how. I'm just saying somehow I gotta get that loss off my record. I gotta get that loss redeemed.
What's going on in there, man?
Drinking beer, drinking wine, vodka.
Apparently, Diego's been partaking of a little bit of the wine, and Chris had been drinking.
Can I talk some shit? I'll go and smell like booze and dirty strippers, and I'll still put the stamp on kids. That's the bottom line. That's how it goes. And I'll talk shit.
He's stepping into the chair.
It was kind of hard to suck it up and be on the same team with the guy that has my only loss.
If you're gonna keep bringing this up, bro, all we have to do is get through this period, and me and you can step in the ring the day after.
I'm not bringing that.
Bro, I've been waiting to get back in the ring with you for about 2 months now, bro.
2 months? We
can't
fought
handle
8
that
months
now.
ago.
You can't handle what he has.
And I'm tired of hearing about it every night.
Is that kid like, what's his name? You suck.
We just heard about you breaking Busy's jaw. We heard about you beating me. We don't need to hear the same stories every night. All you gotta do is get through this period.
Damn,
step
that's
in
why
the
you've been
ring
so
with me, bro.
Hey.
You can throw down. You can
Hey,
bring
we're
you.
the same team.
We can throw
It's not me
I like
talking.
you on the same team.
It's not
Look at
me.
me, brother. I like
This
you.
is a zoo, bro.
This is it. Hey, brother, I like you. I'm sorry we fought before. Don't get mad at me.
That guy needs his Xanax.
No, you know what? I'm his only loss. He's hot.
Hey, I gotta be his teammate. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I will meet him again one day in the ring, and I will get my win back.
Please don't let him get to you. Please.
I'm tired of hearing about it, you
I know
know?
you're tired of hearing about it. We're all tired of hearing about it.
Am I a bully? Because I'm gonna tell him, hey, you suck, you need to bounce. That's not being a bully. That's the facts of life. You know what? I'm not a
I didn't say you were. I know you bang.
and I'm not afraid to fight anybody in the world.
I understand that.
Calling me out makes me emotional.
You called me out, actually.
I didn't. I was talking about some
Strange
of my
brew,
wins.
man.
You're one of my biggest wins.
That's a loss that I definitely want to get back.
And I like you. You're a good guy. You're getting a rematch.
That's fine.
Because I want it to be set in stone.
That's fine.
And I promise you that. And I don't care if it's for free. We can do it in the backyard.
That's
I got
fine.
a cage in my house.
Hopefully we'll meet in competition again, and I'm up to slap him down where he needs to be.
Do I want to go inside and do I want to go to bed? Or do I want to prove to the world the person that I am and say, I want a fucking phone, and if I don't get it, I'm going to jump the fence and go find one.
We know that we're not supposed to leave. We were all told that. We all signed a contract. We all read through it.
Bottom line is, I'm not used to being confined or being restricted. And that's a hard thing for me to deal with. And therefore, if me running out of the house is going to cause him a problem, then that's fine.
Where's he running to?
He said he's gonna go use the payphone.
Why?
Because he's gotta talk to somebody.
He just has no clue where the hell he's at.
Where's he think he's gonna find a payphone around?
I don't think Randy will condone that for 1 second.
Should we go tell Nate?
I'll tell him to.
Bottom line is he broke the rule, and that is a rule. If you leave the grounds, there are certain things that you do and you're out, no questions asked, he should be out.
Morning.
Morning.
How you doing, Chris?
You're gonna have to talk to Chris.
Chris Sanford was the first person through the door. He immediately went up to Randy and stated straight out, it's real hard to get some sleep with Chris Leben drinking 40 ounces of beer all night and being loud and laughing.
From day one, I've been telling those guys that kind of activity makes me question how bad they want to be here.
Fellas, grab a seat on the wall. You guys come in here this morning under a swarm of negative energy. And a lot of that negative energy is coming from you, Chris. You're getting under everybody's skin. You're giving your own teammates a hard time. And that's not going to fly. You guys are supposed to be a group, pulling together, helping each other get through this experience.
Thanks to the antics that were pulled last night, with Chris, especially you, if you can't remember who you offended, you need to start thinking about your actions. And I don't care if you were drunk or what. You offended Mike, and in turn you offended me and the rest of this team.
Fighting Mike was one of my big fights, and I don't know why I wouldn't be able to talk about it.
Randy and Chuck have fought. They'll be fighting again, and you don't see them walking here into the gym, bad-mouthing each other and acting out like, 12-year-olds.
I'm sorry that, it's a tough thing, but I wasn't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, and I didn't realize we were so sensitive about the issue. And now that I do, I won't do it again. I won't talk no more shit, and I won't drink for the rest of the show. They kind of made me out to be a real big in there, and I truthfully didn't realize that was the situation.
Welcome to the first middleweight challenge called the pole haul. There are 2 telephone poles, one for each team. When I blow the whistle, your team will pick up the telephone pole and haul it to the first checkpoint called the stop and saw. Once you're at the stop and saw, you'll drop the pole and grab a saw. Each teammate will then saw at the red line. Once the entire red lines are sawed through, pick your pieces up and you'll take them to the next checkpoint called the reassembly point. There, you will put the entire pole back together again. Once you've completed this, you will pick up the pole and haul it to the finish line. The first team to cross the finish line with their pole completely assembled and all 4 team members will win the challenge. The losing team's coach will have 24 hours to decide which middleweight will be sent home.
Go, 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 go! Come on, Green, come on! Come on, Green!
Attaboy! You got it, fellas, go!
Right here, ready, guys, come on. 1, 2, 3. Up. Wait, you got it.
It feels like my UFC hopes are fading just because I was blessed with a lackluster team.
1, 2, 3, flawless victory!
I think that tomorrow I'm gonna get called out and I'm gonna have to give Randy a good reason while I wanna stay here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Randy picked me. Sometimes I offend people and I don't realize I'm doing it. I hope that doesn't play a part in his decision. I hope he knows that I'm the best fighter here.
I mean, I am going 100% in practice, so that I'm totally spent at the end of it. My guess that the team member that we're gonna lose will be Chris.
Just make sure I have my game face on so I look like I'm really concerned.
I think if anyone should go, it should be Chris. His attitude has been disruptive to the team from the beginning. Pretty much called Mike out, you know, and that wasn't cool at all.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna get there one way or another. If I hit a dead end, going one block over and back up again. If they decide to balance me, I'm gonna find a way to get a fight with the person that wins this show, and I'm gonna knock the crap out of them. I'm gonna take home the glory. I'm gonna be like, look, I am the best. Yep. Someone's going home. I'll just be laughing my ass off if Leben gets kicked off, though.
Chris made the bet. He's gonna lie in it.
Cuts today. Maybe last night would have been the night not to drink, you know?
He's made too many mistakes. I think his ass should be kicked. He committed suicide is what Leben did. He'll be like, the cat smasher.
Hey, dude, that's my teammate.
Team Couture, you lost the middleweight challenge. One of you is about to be sent home. The decision is final, and you will be asked to leave the UFC training center immediately. Randy will now decide who remains on his team.
The biggest thing that stands out in my mind is that Chris broke the rules when he took off in the middle of the night with no consideration for the rest of the team. Outside of that, he's been confrontational with other team members directly.
I know I've been less than perfect. I understand that, and you know, if I was picked to leave, I could see why you would do that. Last night, I think you might be under the wrong impression. I wasn't intoxicated in any way last night. I had a drink of Diego's wine, and don't know how it was explained to you from that situation, but you asked me a question and I felt I had to answer you truthfully. And lastly, I'd like to say that I know I'm gonna fight in the UFC no matter what.
Randy, what is your final decision?
My two Chris's. Chris Sanford, I think you possess a lot of good traits. You have ability in your hands, you have ability on the ground. You have the things it takes to be a good fighter. Chris Leben, we have some obvious issues. As far as a fighter, I don't believe that a coach could wish for anything more. You show a grit that you can't teach, a determination and a desire inside of you that a lot of people don't possess. My goal is to put the best fighter I can on the mat. And for that reason, I choose to keep you on this team.
You know, what's done is done. It's my own fault. I could have came in better shape. It's kind of hard to say if Randy made the right decision. Chris is an accident waiting to happen.
Congratulations.
You've reached the end of the coaches' eliminations. From here on out, each of you will have to fight for your own survival on the road to becoming the ultimate fighter.
Good luck.
I mean, I don't have a problem with fighting at all.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with fighting.
I have a problem with not getting paid for fighting when I said I'll never fight for free again.
Today we were told, you guys are gonna be fighting for free. Yeah, used to getting paid a few G's for a fight.
15 seconds into the round, bang, you're split open. You go home, for what?
We got called back to the gym again, kind of on short notice.
A lot of the guys really didn't know what was going on or what was gonna happen, so we were all a little suspicious.
Yeah, what the f***'s going on?
Boys. Gather around, guys. Get closer over here. I'm not happy right now. I haven't been happy all day. I have the feeling that some guys here that don't want to fight. I don't know if that's true or not true or whatever, but I don't know what the everybody thought they were coming here for. I had them all get out of bed and meet me down here at the training center because these guys don't realize the opportunity that they have right now. I've been looking at some of the faces and some of the stuff these guys were saying, and I feel like that their hearts aren't into this. Does anybody here not want to fight? Did anybody come here thinking that they would not fight? No? Speak up. Anybody who came here thinking they weren't going to fight, speak up. Let me hear it.
Some of us thought we weren't going to fight till the finals.
That was my understanding as well.
None of us have a problem with the fighting, Dana. Nobody here has a problem with that.
Let me explain something to everybody. This is a very, and when I say very, I can't explain to you what a unique opportunity this is. You have nothing to worry about every day, except coming in and getting better at what supposedly you want to do for a living. Big deal, the guy sleeping next to you stinks. He's drunk all night, making noise, and you can't sleep. You got roommates. We picked who we believe are the best guys in this country right now. We did. And you guys are it. Act like it, man. Do you want to be a fighter? That's the question.
That's why I'm here.
It's not about cutting weight. It's not about living in a house. It's about, do you want to be a fighter? It's not all signing autographs and banging broads when you get out of here. It's not. It's no fun, man. It's a job, just like any other job. So the question is, not did you think you had to make weight? Did you think you had to do this? Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question. And only you know that. Anybody who says they don't, I don't want you here. And I'll throw you the out of this gym so fast your head will spin. It's up to you. I don't care. Cool? I love y'all. That's why you're here. Have a good night, gentlemen.
President of the UFC can't fire you up. I don't know who can.
Yeah, fired up.
Fire you up. There it is.
Well, tomorrow's a big day for all the middleweights. We have the challenge. The last person to place in the challenge will have to pick someone to fight.
Oh my God. It's more important to come in last so that you get the matchup that you want.
Bring it down. Bring it down. I'm gonna throw the challenge in order to fight Josh Koscheck. When that whistle blows, I'm going like this. Then afterward, I'm gonna tell Josh Koscheck that we're gonna bang it out because I think he's the most athletic guy on their team. I think he's a great wrestler, and I also think I'll crush him. You're a f***ing All-American wrestler. You're a f***ing national champ. Chances are you'll probably take me down.
I might get one or two, but...
Will that take my game away?
Completely.
Completely.
Tomorrow's plan for Leben to lose, and we'll get rid of Koscheck, and hopefully Team Couture will be able to start turning things around.
Did I tell you what Chuck said? I said, Chuck, you trying to teach Josh some stand-up? He goes, trying. And I go, so does that mean he's gonna try to stand up with me when we fight? He goes, not if he doesn't want to get hit by a chair when he comes back to the corner.
Yeah, dude.
He f***ing said that.
Challenge day today.
Yeah, I love how it's like, hey, your day off. Get a day off to relax and face elimination.
Chuck expects that he's going to get, another one of my guys taken out here on the middleweight challenge. I think they're going to be surprised.
I think everybody's gonna be in for a little surprise when we go to hit this challenge, and I don't move.
What's up, boys?
I'm gonna pick Koscheck because I think he's a little more of an athlete. He sure saw it a lot faster than Diego in that last challenge. I think if I can take him out, then that'll give my team better opportunities in the challenges.
The first 2 fighters on the same team to cross the finish line with their medicine balls win the challenge. The winning team will choose which middleweight from Team Couture and which middleweight from Team Liddell will fight to avoid elimination.
These rat bastards switched up the rules on me. Only 4 of the middleweights gotta compete, and then they gotta pick who's gonna fight.
Threw a twist at you.
Threw a twist at us, though, didn't they? They just throw twists and loops from left and right, and you just don't even know what's coming.
1, 2.
Chris, we save you. We win this challenge, and we choose you to fight whoever you want to fight.
We want our destiny in our own hands. We're sick of losing the challenges and sending people home. We want to be able to dictate, what goes on here.
Damn!
You pick me? I think it'd be a good fight. I think we should set that one up. Josh Koscheck, when are we gonna get in there and mix it up? That's all I wanna know.
Yeah.
Chris Leben's a big talker, and I'm sick of his mouth. And you know what? Bottom line is, if he wants to fight me, I'll fight him.
We train to fight, right? We train every day to fight. We don't train to throw medicine balls.
Chris Leben's a monkey. He's got his own agenda. In my opinion, he's trying to protect who he feels might be a weaker teammate in Alex.
How's everybody going?
The result of our team winning the challenge was we get to pick who fights someone from their team, and we pretty much discussed our options.
Well, all right. What do you guys want to do?
It would be beneficial for our team to take out maybe Leben. I think I can take Chris out, but he's definitely going to be a challenge, and he is a tough fighter.
It's your call, dude. If you want to do it, If not, I'll step in there and I'll fight Alex. It's up to you guys.
I want to fight Leben, but it ain't going to happen today, but in 2 weeks you better be ready because it's on.
I just think you'd be a good fight, brother. I'm not trying to... Don't get mad about it.
This whole thing isn't about, just the fights. It's about the challenges.
It's going to happen.
So they need to start picking off the weak guys.
I think I'm the best fighter in the house. And if I lost to you, then I deserve to go home. Bottom line, by Josh not fighting me, he just told me he's too scared. And we're gonna fight sooner or later, so let's do it. Why not do it, before you learn some more MMA?
You afraid of that?
I'm not afraid of that.
It looks like it.
If Chris wants to keep talking his smack, then I'm just going to bring it to him. It's fear. I see them eyes. You don't want to fight me.
Let's get in the cage and settle this. Let's not go, oh, well, we're not gonna settle it now. Maybe we'll settle it later. I'm not afraid to fight no man, Josh, I promise you that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're on week 3 here, and we have a lot of downtime. And we've been stuck in a household with the same people for over 3 weeks now. That will get on anyone's nerves.
Guys, ever hear about pulling out another bag, Swick? When your f***ing tuna can is falling out the f***ing top?
People are just generally getting a little more edgy and a little more testy in the house. Everybody's starting to miss their family. Everybody's starting to get sick of each other. We done told each other everything we want to tell each other.
Blessed be God, who has not turned away my prayer. Amen.
I think that people's true colors are just starting to shine. They're just starting to bitch a little bit more, put up with a little bit less.
Sick of this f***ing place, man.
We got the word that after every one of our challenges, there's gonna be a fight. So I got a feeling I'm gonna be fighting pretty soon. So I felt it was time to put on the war makeup and get ready for battle. I dye my hair bright red before every fight. I like to dye it blood red so it matches the blood that I'm gonna have flying everywhere when I fight. Good deal.
I came here to tell you guys, I'm gonna take you guys out tomorrow night.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
You guys have been kicking ass, doing great.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
We'll go out and celebrate tomorrow night.
Wow.
So you guys got to pass the word on for me then.
Oh, it won't be hard to do.
We will.
Don't worry about that.
These guys haven't been out in a long time. They've been in the house for a month. So we figured we'll take them out to the Hard Rock, go to dinner, let them have some drinks. So hopefully these guys do the right thing and they'll have another opportunity to go out another night. Good night, boys.
Yeah, the bearer of good news.
All right. Good night. I'll see you guys. All right. See you tomorrow.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Little team meeting here.
Everybody. No, just Dana came by. Y'all were gone.
They said everybody needs to go to sleep in jeans and boots
With a
tonight.
flashlight in their hand.
Guys, seriously.
No, that's
what happened?
That's
Yeah.
exactly what.
No, okay, seriously, we're
Or
going
he's-
out tomorrow night.
or he's
Like,
sleeping
I
on-
already busted him out. I had him though. He was.
Oh, tell him one thing at a time. You tell him the first part. Listen to what we're doing tomorrow, bro. You're not.
We're going out tomorrow night, guys.
I swear to God, bro.
Let's make a pact. Since we all train together and we're all competing against each other, instead of one person trying to be all good and not drink, we all have to drink equally. Okay, 1, 2, 3, get moving!
Tonight we're gonna go out for the first time. I think this night will be a great release for the guys. It'll give them an opportunity to let loose. So I'm looking forward to it.
You know, I'm a little bit worried. I've never been cooped up like this my whole life, you know, and I feel like I'm just gonna explode if they let me out, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna wreak havoc on this town, you know, but try to keep it cool and see how it goes.
Easy, buddy.
I want to let
That long night.
the juice to float at the top.
Boy, back there. I like those pants. I like those pants. I like that.
I hate them. What male wears low-cut jeans?
I like those.
I do.
I like those tight.
Let me see that.
Tight shirts.
Look at this.
You got.
You bought those in the women's department, don't lie.
I have low-cut jeans like that, bro.
Yeah.
F***ing style, man. You gotta catch up. Up there in Oregon or wherever the hell you're at. They need to catch up with the rest of the f***ing world, bro. You got like, you have cable TV up there?
Tonight we're gonna take these guys out to the Hard Rock. They've been training hard. They haven't seen girls. It's getting rough. It's starting to wear on them now. My worry is these guys haven't been out in a long time. I just don't want these guys getting too drunk.
The other guys are getting wasted. Bobby's starting to really get wasted. You can really see the guys that are getting too hammered. Dinner's awesome, had the seared ahi. Talked to Chuck for a long time, everything's going great. So of course Bobby has to start talking trash to me from the other side of the dinner table. Whatever, he's a piece of crap.
So we get back to the house, and now it's really obvious that people have had too much to drink.
Where's his bed? Anybody?
And then Bobby came out and was telling us something about Diego being drunk and let's not talk about it.
Tomorrow, nobody on our team talks about this. Understood. Bob.
Nobody did. We behaved.
Did anything wrong?
I
Okay.
know.
The concern is not what happens tomorrow or talking shit. It's about how Diego does and makes it to tomorrow.
He's gonna be okay.
I'm not gonna talk about it because it doesn't matter to me.
Here, I don't care if you don't give a shit. All right? You don't give a shit about anything, Chris. You
Fuck you. Chris, we know, brother. Fuck you. Why don't you knock me out? Hey, you're so bad. I'll knock you out right now.
Guys.
Come on.
Let him go. Bobby.
Let him go. Let you do it.
Bobby, bro, Bobby, come on. Bobby, come on. Bro, don't do it, Bobby. Bobby, come on. Come on, guys.
Hands are behind my back.
Guys, come on, dude. Bobby.
Knocked out by you, Bobby. Yeah.
Bobby, come on, bro.
Knock you into a
Bobby, come on, bro.
No, Bobby, here.
Guys, we can't do this here.
I'm not gonna fight. I've never been in a street fight. No, look.
Quiet, just let it go, man. Just
Look. Principle.
Chris, come
Your
on, dude.
sorry existence.
Just relax.
Don't
Bobby.
f***ing talk shit, you fatherless bastard. Just
Oh,
shut
that's
your
not cool.
f***ing mouth.
That's not cool, dude. Come on, man. Chris,
No,
come on.
I want him to
Chris, come on. Guys, come on, dude. Get the broken up.
Shut your f***ing mouth and stop whining.
Chris, don't listen. Listen, just relax.
Chris, hey, listen to somebody that cares about you.
My parents dumped
Somebody cares about
garbage
you.
can, you
Guys,
Hey, guys. Chris.
Guys, shut up. Chris, you gotta relax, dude.
I'm not.
Everybody's gotta.
I know you're not.
This isn't getting any better, man.
Hey,
guys,
guys.
we can't talk like this, bro. We can't keep throwing gas on the fire. We gotta put this out or this is not gonna end. We've had a hard enough night tonight, man.
You guys are all
Honestly, bro, just come over here.
chill,
man.
guys.
I'm chill. I'm chill as can be. Stand up. Just stand up and look at me, bro.
Leben, you're a warrior, dude. Everybody knows that. I'll break my own.
No,
Everybody knows that.
Leave it.
Everybody knows that. Leben, shut the up.
Chris, you gotta relax,
I'm a
brother.
warrior, dude. Come on. No.
You gotta relax,
sorry. I'm sorry. No, just wait. I'm
Go have a
sorry.
chew. I'm gonna go have a chew.
Chris, hey, I'm sorry what I said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Chris, will you come up here and have a chew with me?
I'm sorry, man.
You don't dig down deep and call someone horrible names and then have a sudden change of heart. Ooh, I made a mistake 5 minutes later and come out and apologize. The most transparent apology I've ever seen in my entire life. All respect that I had for Bobby is completely gone at that moment.
Nate, give him a hug.
You need to grow the up.
Who?
You.
You need to grow up.
Bobby called him a fatherless bastard, which probably wasn't the best thing that Bobby could have said, and it hit home with Chris. So, he has a lot of issues there, and Bobby really, tapped into a bad emotion with him. It was a pretty cold blow, I think.
Nate's out there tending to the crybaby.
I lost respect, man.
How am I gonna sleep? The crybaby.
We all know personal information about each other, and we know which buttons to push if we want to upset someone.
You call me a
I know what he calls you.
Call me a fatherless bastard, dude.
And Bobby stepped over the line. And to call him a fatherless bastard whose father didn't even want to stay in his life is wrong. You just don't do that to someone. So you care about what I say?
I care about you, my friend. I care about you.
Do you care about what Bobby says?
No.
Okay, then look at me. Look at me. He was f***ing wrong. He was wrong. What he said is not important. He was wrong. No matter if your father left you, you still have responsibility for the decisions that you make. And you may not want to hear that, but that's the f***ing truth.
That's not the answer.
That is the answer that you need to hear. You take responsibility for your own choices. And until you decide to listen to that answer, you're going to be stuck in the bottom of a bottle. Chris, I can tell you one thing. I have respect for you, more than anybody in that household. What? No.
After all that stuff goes down out by the pool, I can't cool down, try to go to bed.
Nate, that man out there needs you.
All right.
So luckily Nate was there. Great, he's such a great friend. Nate helped me out so much.
You okay, brother?
Luckily he took me out, sat me down and talked to me for quite a while. Helped me out, calmed me down.
I'm trying my hardest not to do what I want to do. I want to kill him right now.
I know.
You don't understand. I'm serious.
No, I do understand.
This is me. Call me a fatherless bastard. I want to kill him, Nate.
Maybe don't have the best relationship with my father, considering the first time I met him since I was 2 years old was just a couple weeks ago here in Vegas. Obviously, some stuff went bad between him and my mother, but for some odd reason, he just wasn't there my whole life growing up.
Fucking kill him.
No.
Bobby had obviously heard me telling the story about how I met my dad, and Bobby knew exactly what he was doing when he called me a fatherless bastard. He hurt me. He hurt me bad.
You don't sleep out here? All right, I'm gonna get you a pillow and blanket then. All right. So now Chris has decided that he's going to sleep outside, which I think is a great idea. He's too upset to go inside. He doesn't want to see those other guys, so we get him some blankets and a pillow, and he's fine.
Thank you. Thank you guys for caring about me. Thank you.
We got
guys.
your back.
No. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Chris, good night. Good night.
Come here.
Good night. Good night, guys. Can I spray him with a water hose?
Don't spray him with the water hose. Let's go. We're going inside.
Can you light the tiki torches for us?
Josh Koscheck and I continued to drink, and we were bored. The pressure cooker was still at 75%, and we still had a lot of steam to let off. And we started throwing stuff in the pool, and we started doing dumb shit.
Bobby, let's throw this thing in the pool.
No, we need that to cook.
Come on. Let's go turn the water hose on.
Oh, okay, let's go, let's go.
Well, should we wait for the beer? Let's wait for the beer first.
No, wait, we'll drink the beers after.
All I remember is waking up, seeing them laugh.
Chris is mad now, dude.
Both of their shallow souls laughing at me while they're pouring that water on me.
Josh, come on.
After the water got poured on me, don't remember a thing.
Chris, look, I'm at the mirror. It's the house, bitch.
I know I'm ready to commit violence on a dangerous level right now.
Kill you too.
Shit, that's up to you,
Sure,
bro.
dead.
Bobby's standing there laughing at me. Do you remember having one thought right before I just was gonna blast him? Chris, you're not gonna give your dreams up to such a bottom crawler.
Stop, guys.
Don't say no.
Stop, guys.
I don't know what's going on, but I do know Bobby has both his hands up in a fighting position, big old grin on his face, and Leben is pissed.
They poured the hose on me. This
No, we didn't.
you didn't, you
Chris is losing blood. The thing that we need to do is get him out of this house, or bad things will happen.
Knuckles gone. Punched through the window. My knuckles gone.
Close the door. Close the door, please.
I went to sleep too, Nate. They started spraying a hose on me.
I know.
If I was sleeping, someone comes out and sprays water on me, I'd flip
We didn't spray water on him.
Intentions were to just spray around him, but that didn't happen. I kind of went a little bit overboard.
Guys,
That's what
please.
somebody just said.
Seriously,
no more fighting tonight.
Yeah, I can't believe that Bobby and Chris acting like that after a night we had like this. But I guess deep down inside, they both hate each other.
No, it's over. I'll kill him in his ass sleep. That son of a.
Lucky for me.
Looking for you. I was sitting in the backyard.
Koscheck doesn't even have the balls to face the person that he sprayed down with the hose. He runs away like a cowardly little girl. And through this whole situation, Bobby Southworth is laughing.
He did all the damage that he's suffering is he did to himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No, this is over. I'm done.
He knows that he's gotten under Chris's skin, and that was his goal the whole time.
I want to fight him in a cage and solve this.
All we did was like put a slow
bleeding
trickle.
bad?
Yeah, he's
Have you seen the floor?
He's bleeding, Josh.
Look
He's
at this
bleeding
floor.
bad. Look at the bled the whole way through here.
You got the medics coming?
Son of a. you, Josh, too.
Chris, he's losing blood. He wants to do bodily damage to those that have wronged him, and rightly so.
Chris, get in the back seat.
The van came to take Chris to the hospital. He's probably for sure not coming back. It was a bad situation.
You know what? The show's over, because I'll go to jail living with that mother. Those bitches. Those ass mother. They just ruined it. No, it's over. I'm not coming back. I'm done with this.
They're in there saying, oh, we didn't do it, we didn't do it. Dude. We were just spraying them around, we didn't spray him.
The rest of our team.
Crosscheck and Bobby felt like they had to hose down Chris Leben just to mess with him because they knew that he was gonna flip out and do something drastic and hopefully get kicked off the show.
Why would you do that?
Why do you gotta keep pushing it?
The deal's over. Don't with the guy. He's already had a rough night.
Whatever, dude. It's a prank. If you can't live up to it, he's gonna cry. That. I'm an instigator, you know, and I instigated it. And, you know, when you have a few cocktails, of course, you want to see how far you can push somebody to see what they're going to do next.
Oh, I didn't tell him to punch the window, now did I?
You guys are coming through, come through so I can wipe up the blood.
This looks like a slasher movie.
Chris punches the window next to a wide open door and cuts his hand open. I mean, what's that all about, dude? You could have walked through. Then he goes into the house and kicks down a door that doesn't even have a lock on it. Those are things that he took unto himself to do to damage himself, to damage the house, and to scare the crap out of people who were sleeping. Are we sleeping? Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
So there I am, asleep in my bed. All of a sudden I'm having this dream where God's like yelling at me, but it turns out it's not really God at all. It's Chris Liebman, and he's busted through my door. There are pieces of my door in my bed. He's like, hey, where's Koscheck? And I look at him and I say, are you out of your mind? Whose house are you even destroying? What the wrong with you?
Touch your sleeping bag. Somebody go tell me if your sleeping bag is even wet. That's all I have to say.
He was out here sleeping?
He was out here sleeping and they come over, turn on the hose, and think they're funny guys.
Oh, let's go drink a beer. This is serious. This is really serious. You go upstairs and taking sides and realize what's going on. I ain't taking sides.
It's not about taking sides at this point.
You gotta see who's at fault, bro.
It's your fault. It's my fault. Yeah, right.
Josh is 27 years old. Bobby's like 34. They're adults. They should know when to quit messing with somebody. And then again, Chris doesn't have the right, I don't think, to, to destroy the house.
Hasn't Leben got out of control? Every day.
He broke every rule in the house, dude.
Chris Leben, most of the times he was just this asshole. Messed with people.
Oh, there he goes. Let's rub it in.
Talk Cause I'll go and smell like booze and dirty strippers, and I'll still put the stamp on kids. Just went nuts every time he could, and he's out of control.
I think Bobby and Josh pushed Chris way too far. No one's gonna lay there and let you pour water on him. Something's gonna happen.
Dude, if you don't think there's gonna be a meeting with Dana tomorrow, you got another f***ing coming.
Alex, could you please close the door? Diego's trying to sleep.
No more joking around. Look, there's people that legitimately hate each other in this house.
At 7 o'clock in the morning, my cell phone starts ringing. It's my secretary, and she says there was a fight at the house, that a fight broke out and somebody got hurt. You know, it was very serious. I drive right down to the training center. I find out that Bobby Southworth, Josh Koscheck, and Chris Lieben got into a fight. And we start figuring out exactly how we're gonna handle the situation.
We need a mop. Never gonna come out.
There was drops of blood all over the house. It was just like a crime scene. There was just blood everywhere.
Being awesome, last night everybody was having a good time, everything was cool, to all of a sudden some people just couldn't control, they were acting like little kids and they just ruined it for everybody.
You remember what I said, what happened?
I think you just said like he was a selfish, fatherless bastard or something.
I'm not the type of person that's gonna just turn around and insult somebody for no reason. What happens when Chris does not have the upper hand is he starts crying like a little baby.
I said something to him and I just broke him down. That's right. I remember that.
Who was up at the time last night when it happened?
Just me and Bobby. We were sitting in the back chilling, and I was like, yeah. And the rest went down.
We did it. It was bad judgment. So what? You know, we did it. He didn't have to flip out. I didn't tell him to break the window, kick the door down.
What's gonna be next if they keep him? You know what I mean?
I think it's bull. If he stays on, I think it's bull.
Obviously, I don't want to eliminate Chris. He's one of my best guys.
I don't think Chris is that bad a kid, man.
No, I don't think
he's
that
got.
bad of a
I mean,
kid
he's
either.
got.
I
Some,
agree.
He's got some issues, but who doesn't?
No, I agree.
We're a bunch of fighters. I mean, sorry, a lot of us have issues. It's just the way we are.
I don't disagree
the way
with
we're
that.
built.
I think the worst is Bobby Southworth, by far. He's a decent fighter, but it's his attitude.
Where is he getting this attitude?
I've had it up to here with Bobby Southworth.
It seems like every time I'm in any kind of a group situation with him, he's got an attitude about something.
Well, why don't we bring them in and we'll listen to both stories and then we'll make a decision.
We're in trouble.
I feel like I'm going to the principal's office right now. I wonder how many detentions I'm gonna get.
He's got to control his emotions. I mean, bottom line is he's a grown man.
When he went to the hospital, I was like, what a retard, you know? He skitzed out, he couldn't handle the pressure. Bottom line is I'm not gonna regret it.
Guys, good luck. We'll let you know how it goes. Maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't.
All right, gentlemen.
Me and Nate actually stayed at a different house that night. It's probably a smart idea, because I wouldn't have been pouring water on him in his sleep. I'll tell you that right now.
Now it's the morning, and it's time to pay the piper. We need to go see the powers that be, tell our side of the story, and let justice prevail.
Me and Bobby know what was in store for us, but I basically told Bobby that, you know, whatever happens, happens. They want to kick us off the show, they're gonna kick us off the show.
Come on in.
Kind of a precarious situation. If your friend has done the right thing, you back him up. So if Chris Leben is told to go, then I'm gonna go with him.
Sit right here.
Get the girl.
What did the doctor tell you, Chris?
He said I can punch with it because there's no stitches, because it took it clean off.
But the knuckle itself is intact.
Let's
It's
take a look.
broken.
I know you fight with it broken. Jesus Christ. Let me see it. Fuck, I'd fight with that.
Oh, well.
He's missing the skin.
It's just skin.
It's just skin. It looks ugly, you know, but it's just...
Yeah.
So let's hear the story. What happened?
What I recall, Bobby started yelling just horrible things at Chris.
Don't talk, you fatherless bastard. Just shut
that's
your
not
mouth.
I don't want to live in a house where somebody can treat me like that, and I can't bash their head in. So I talked to Nate for a while. I said, you know, I'm just gonna sleep out here.
Then I went to bed, and at this point, this is when Bobby and Koscheck
Start squirting me with a hose. Laughing their ass off after he just was trying to apologize to me. There's about 30 seconds there where I snapped.
Chris, God, that's in here.
And I apologize 100%. I know I shouldn't have punched through a window. No doubt. I know I shouldn't have kicked through a door. That's me. Shouldn't have done it.
You guys got anything else you want to say, or is that it?
I'm just backing up Chris 100%. I believe he was in the right the entire time. I would have done the same thing for a lot less.
We will talk to those two, too, and we'll have a decision by the end of the day. Later, boys.
I think Nate and Chris basically told it like it was. Bobby and Josh were wrong, but at the same time, you're gonna blow a huge opportunity like this because of something that Bobby Southworth says to you. I think that's where Chris really needs to grow up. From what I understand, I mean, Leben had been messing with people the whole time. You know, it's no surprise that they were doing that to him, but it's bad judgment. It caused problems that don't need to be caused.
I went back and sat in a different room for a while. I didn't know, am I getting kicked off the show? Or am I gonna have to live with them and become the ultimate fighter?
Seeing the type of person that Bobby is, I can guarantee you, when he's in these meetings, he's trying to come off as the good guy. He is so transparent in all of his dealings, it's just ridiculous.
What happened?
We got back and we were all hanging out, and me and Chris, Chris said something that pissed me off, and I came back at him. I did try to apologize to him afterwards, and there was no consoling him.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna go have a chill. I'm gonna go have a chill. Chris, leave it.
I'm sorry what I said. Sorry. And we kept drinking, we were just looking for something to do. We were gonna go try to wet the ground around him. We never actually got to the point of spraying water on him because Chris kind of woke up. And he just got really angry and damaged himself and damaged the house.
That's it? That's the story?
Pretty much.
So I would like to hear what he said to you, got you so fired up.
We've been trying to figure that out.
But you can't remember what it was? You were
No.
that pissed off about it, but you can't remember what it was?
I was drunk. I mean, there's a lot of the night we've been trying to piece back together.
Yeah, we definitely might have been in the wrong. I don't know, but...
We're not denying it was bad timing to play a prank on Chris.
But the fact of the matter is that he threatened my life and Bobby's life.
He was
said
already
gonna
trying to stay away from
slip.
you guys. That's why he was out in the front yard sleeping, because he was trying to get away from you guys. Right?
Like we said, it was bad timing.
All right, boys. We're gonna make a decision by the end of the day. All right?
Sorry to get you out of bed.
Bobby and Josh, I don't think they lied. I think they were so faced. When you're that drunk, you start to piece the night back together. You kind of put it together in your favor, too.
This is a tough one, man.
They pushed it too far. That's just.
But I can tell you this, too.
But then again, it is true. I mean, he dishes it out a lot. That first week, pissing in the bed and the whole thing, he was going to be held accountable. You're talking about a kid that had already gone and pissed on someone's bed. You're going to throw pranks out at people. You damn well better be able to take it.
It's like romper around, man.
After, like you said, they had a face-to-face confrontation. That's not the time to pull a prank on somebody.
They knew they had him.
Yeah.
They knew they had him.
Are we going to watch footage?
I say that's what we do now. I say we look at the tape and see what happened.
Guys.
Your sorry existence? Don't talk fatherless bastard. Just shut your mouth.
I just don't understand what decision there is to make. I mean, we didn't break any rules.
I didn't break any rules.
And we didn't destroy the house. And Randy's just sitting there trying to defend a psychopath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude,
He's a time bomb, dude. And what's gonna be next?
Thank you.
Probably gonna keep him.
I can't believe that they keep him after this. This is a joke, dude. It's Randy picking his guy to win it, the whole thing. It's not even a competition anymore. We're just punching bags. That's the way I feel now.
Dana, Chuck, Randy.
Randy was like trying to defend him like he's like some angel.
Maybe I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, but Chris was trying to distance himself from the situation by going outside, and I shouldn't have gone and bothered him.
Point is, Chris likes to dish it out, but he can't really take it. Now, should Bob and Koscheck go and spray water near Chris when he's trying to sleep outside because everybody inside was making him crazy? No.
After seeing the footage, it was obvious to us that Bobby went and tried to apologize to Chris, but he should have just left it at that, but he couldn't. He had to take it one step further.
It's poor sense to go back out there and dump a hose on him. I mean, you got to know when to let it go. But they obviously didn't. Yeah. And they can, they were drunk too. I don't think you can kick them off the show for that. Chris definitely lost it.
This was such a serious issue that I had to call Lorenzo Fertitta, one of the owners of the UFC, to come in and help me go through this stuff. I mean, there's a possibility that 3 of the best fighters on the show can be kicked off right now.
Bottom line is we came here to see who could be a great fighter. The fight outside the octagon, then you're done. I mean, that's a no question.
I mean, they walked right up to the line. They didn't cross it, but they walked right up to it.
They take the alcohol out and tell these guys they need to act like professional athletes. You pay for whatever you break.
So that's it? They pay for the damage and no alcohol?
What else do you think they should do?
I think these coaches should come up with something on what they're going to do to these guys. Something that's teamwork, and that'll just break them, where they have to do it together or they'll completely break.
You guys come up with something, think about it.
I wasn't very convinced that these guys can get along for the next 4 weeks, and we're not going to have a worse incident than we've already had in the house. And so we decided Josh and Chris are in the same weight class, they're on opposite teams. Let's have them fight.
We called Bobby, Josh, and Chris back to the gym to let them know what our decision was. And basically, this is a fight show. This isn't one of those shows where, oh, we're going to gang up on him and vote him off the show. The way you get eliminated from this show is by fighting.
All right, guys. Instead of light heavyweight challenge this week, you and Leben fight. Is that all right with you? And that could solve the whole problem, just send them home.
Weigh-ins Tuesday, fight Wednesday. It's on.
It's the best thing you could have told me.
Send him home. Send him home, and you don't have to deal with him anymore.
It's something that everybody wants to see, so let's do it.
I want to win the fight. You know, if I have to hurt him in the process, then so be it. He gets hurt.
I can't believe he told me that. I'm gonna get my redemption. I'm gonna be able to get Josh back. I'm gonna be able to crush his skull in and not go to jail for it.
We called all the fighters back to the gym to let them know what our decision was on the Josh, Bobby, and Chris incident that had happened last night at the house. After last night's episode, there's going to be some new rules now. Alcohol is all taken out of the house. There'll be no more alcohol. Last night, for the incident that occurred, these guys are going to pay for the damages to the house out of the money that they receive here. If there's ever a case that any of you get into a fist fight in the house, it's over. You're both off the show. That will not be tolerated. The way this is going to be handled now is there's not going to be a middleweight challenge. It's already been established that Josh Koscheck is going to fight Chris Leben now. They'll weigh in on Tuesday and they'll fight on Wednesday. Have a good night, guys.
I just think that the decision that was handed down was completely BS. And now Josh and I have to help Chris pay for the damage that he did, which I think is completely wrong.
Good night, sir. We'll go hatch out some more ways to make your life more difficult, and we'll see you tomorrow. That's cool. Josh and Chris are gonna fight in like 3 days, which is good, because they probably should have fought last night.
I have no choice, whether I want to or not. I'm fighting Chris Leben, which I think is bullshit. I know Randy said, well, I don't think it's fair. He should get the chance to fight. Whatever. If he wants to fight me, that's fine. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on Wednesday, and I know he's nervous about it.
Josh Koscheck's just a stepping stone. Some of the guys on the other team are saying, you know, they're playing favorites or whatever by keeping me on. Those guys need to realize this isn't the most outstanding citizen show. This isn't the #1 nice guy show. This is the Ultimate Fighter.
Chris lost a big chunk of skin on his knuckle on his left hand. He's a southpaw, so that's his power hand. So we're definitely concerned about that.
Oh, that's not good, dude.
Luckily, my hand injury isn't bad enough to where I can't fight. Hurts like hell. It's pretty bad. The only thing I can think to make it feel better is using it to punch Josh's skull in.
Me running. Holy
Piece of man. White trash is what it is.
Yeah, he is.
Huge.
Yeah, he is.
Like, if you know what, he's the type of person that I would never ever be seen in public with.
I don't care if I hurt him. I don't care if I knock him out. I just want to win the fight. Win the fight, send him home, and prove not only to, you know, Dana White and the UFC, but the world that, you know, I'm for real and I'm here to fight.
It'd be so rad to break his jaw. Can you imagine that?
I want to hurt him bad.
Watch his teeth all just fold in and all just be hanging down. I'll laugh.
Am I crazy? Am I evil because of that? I don't think so. I think he needs to be taught a lesson.
I know it's just being an ambassador for the sport or whatever, but...
Well, that's also part of the sport. You know, what comes around goes around. You do something stupid like that, you're gonna get hurt. You disrespect somebody like that, you have to pay a penalty.
Some of the best fights in the UFC have been between guys who don't like each other.
The friendship is over.
Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell.
Combinations, uppercuts, Chuck looking to hit it, and down goes Chuck Liddell wins it. Tito's out. Has knocked down Tito Ortiz. Unbelievable.
Phil Baroni and Matt Lindland. Ken Shamrock, Tito Ortiz.
Ortiz continues to tee up. Big drive by Tito. That is why this is the greatest sport on the planet.
Chris Leben, Josh Koscheck has all the makings of one of those fights. These guys haven't liked each other since day one, and there's a lot of energy and anticipation for this fight.
Hey, Chris. Mentally, I'm ready for this fight. I'm like a soldier going to battle. I can't worry about them shooting at me. I got to worry about me shooting at them.
He's only got one prayer, and that prayer is to hit you as he's coming in and try and take you down. That's his game plan. Everybody knows it.
Nice ball. Josh is an all-American wrestler, you know, so he's got a great ground game. You probably want to shoot and take me down and lay on top of me, make for a real boring fight. What I'm going to try to do is try to stand up with him, stay away from his shot, knock him out on my feet, and if it goes to the ground, I'm looking to stand up, or I'm looking to get a submission from bottom.
My best case scenario out of this fight is to see Chris knock Josh Koscheck out. I think he has that potential. He hits like a Mack truck.
Come here.
Yeah.
Bring this right here. Like Toro, bitch. You know, he's coming. Sorry.
If Josh wins the fight, it's going to be because he laid on me and squeaked out a victory. If I win the fight, it's because I knocked his jaw clear over to the practice mat, and the paramedics are in the cage scraping him up off the canvas.
I'm preparing Josh like I'd prepare anybody for a fight. He's getting ready, and he'll be ready for Leben. I was preparing him for Leben the whole time because they've been talking about fighting. He said he wants to fight him, so that's what we're working on.
Diego and Kinfo have been excellent in helping me prepare for this.
Come on, Kosh, work. Rotate, Kenny.
They've been coming at me from a southpaw stance because they're southpaw, and it gives me the same look that I'm going to see on Wednesday with Chris's southpaw.
Taking a beat, finish. Do something.
My whole goal is to stay away from his big left hand and basically try to get a combination off and get to the ground and get a takedown and then pass his guard and pound him out.
Working, let's go, let's work. Koscheck, work. Come on, take it right now, right here, Koscheck.
Kenny, come on.
Go after him, get after him, Kenny. Get after him, Kenny. Finish, Koscheck, finish. Finish. Time. Everybody, time, relax. Okay, Koscheck, come out, breathe. Get up, walk around. Koscheck, get up and walk around. Warrior, come on. Get up, walk around like you just won that fight. Come on, walk around like you just won that fight. Let's go. Come on, you got this.
Chris Leben has been doing this for a long time. His record is 18-1, something like that. He has a great record. And I've only been doing this for about a year and a half. So he's definitely got an advantage in getting in the cage and definitely fighting. But I'm going to prepare like this is a wrestling match. I'm going to go in there and do what I do, and hopefully I come out on top.
I'm done worrying about what Josh Koscheck says, what Josh Koscheck does, what Josh Koscheck is thinking about. Right now, I'm worried about what is Chris thinking? What is Chris doing? How is Chris carrying himself? It's my calling. Right now, I don't see anything but me destroying Josh Koscheck. It's my calling. It's why I was put on this earth. When I go in there, I will not quit unless he kills me. Because it's my calling to win, to destroy him, and send him home with his tail between his legs.
This is Chris Leben.
All right, Chris, come on up. All right. 186.
I think that Chris Leben seems more confident than Koscheck does.
Good job, buddy. Nice work.
But I have a hard time reading Koscheck. He's tough to read.
185.
I think if Chris comes in and fights with his head, he's got a good shot to win this thing. If he comes out and fights with his heart, he could lose.
All right, perfect. We got a fight tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
If he comes out swinging and like a madman and going crazy, Koscheck will get an easy takedown and control him on the ground. It's a very, very interesting fight.
So you ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. What the hell? I mean, I don't get nervous, so it's like, you know what I mean? I've competed my whole life.
You're good to go, man.
Yeah.
I think you're in better shape. I think, you have the better competitive experience, and all he has is a puncher's chance. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't have any fear of fighting anybody. I'm pretty confident in myself. I'm pretty confident in my skills. I'm here to fight, and that's what's going to happen.
No fears. One of us are going home tomorrow. That's the bottom line. Somebody's walking tomorrow.
That is true.
So, I've been worse.
I don't want it to be you,
and
man.
if it is me, guess what? That just means I need more work.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Everybody in this house is sick of hearing Chris Hawk day in, day out, and his little gay laugh, or whatever he does. Everybody's sick of that. And, bottom line is, I'm here representing everybody that doesn't like him.
He needs his ass kicked so bad. He needs to learn some respect.
Mm-hmm.
Kick his ass, man.
Yeah, I want to send him home, though.
Send him home.
Who do you think's gonna win the fight? I don't know, man.
My opinion is this. Josh can win. But he's not going to win the 5 Gs. He's not going to be able to knock him out. He's not going to be able to submit him.
Josh hasn't really been tested. I don't know the level of competition he's faced. He's only had a couple fights. Chris has fought a lot of tough guys in a lot of big shows and proven himself over and over again.
Not taking anything away from the guy, because I like him. But what I'm saying is that it's another story when you got somebody that's a true 185-pounder with knockout power that's proven it. Beat Mike Swick. Mike Swick's a stud.
I wouldn't put anything past Chris. He has very fast hands. He's a strong striker. I mean, he can knock Josh out at any point.
Seeing how the odds are, I think Chris is going to stop Josh.
Interesting.
But I hope Josh proves me wrong, I hope Josh proves me wrong, but I think Chris just has too much experience, and he's a tough guy.
Seriously, it's a classic matchup of striker versus grappler.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
I'll beat Josh's ass tomorrow. I'm a shoo-in. I'm 100% win. There's no chance he can beat me. There's no way he can beat me.
Are you going to punish him? I'd like to cripple him. You know what I'm saying?
So he never walks again?
Yeah. If he never walked again, I would be cool with that.
Tell you the truth, if I crippled him, I wouldn't feel bad at all.
No around. I'm not going to around. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go looking for the win. I ain't going to dance around and throw leg kicks, I'll tell you that. You know what I mean?
Never been so happy for a fight. Never been so excited. I feel like a little kid before Christmas waiting for this fight. Never really been upset at one of my opponents before, and this time I'm definitely pissed off. Hopefully it won't affect my game. Fighting out of anger doesn't help. You need to be able to stay calm. So hopefully I'll be able to remain calm the whole fight.
What's up, brother?
There's some emotion in this fight. I think that bottom line is that one of us are going home. That's the big emotion. I'm going to try to do everything in my power to make sure it's not me going home today. There's no pressure on me. Matter of fact, that he's been boasting that he's the best, he's the greatest, he's the cat smasher. Chris Leben has a lot to prove.
Doesn't look infected at all. Good.
Chris's knuckle is pretty much missing, but they say when he's all taped up, it'll be fine. It's not gonna bleed. So once he gets in that ring, Chris is pretty much impervious to pain.
What happened here?
I got in a fight with the window.
Oh, so what created that? Did the window piss you off or what?
This guy in the other dressing room woke me up by spraying a hose on me. Can't run this time.
I think Chris does have a lot of pin-up aggression, and, you know, I hope he does bring it, because the first 5 minutes is going to be hell. I can guarantee you that, you know, it's going to be a war when we're in there.
I'm throwing heaters when I get in there. I'm gonna break his face. I'm gonna break his jaw. I'm gonna make him bleed all over the place.
Nice.
I hope he's ready when he gets in there. Because otherwise he's leaving on a stretcher. That's all there is to it.
Don't worry about what the he's doing. Keep your defense. He'll close the distance for you with some crazy You put him on his back.
Got him on his back. Don't let him up easy.
I want to take the fight to the ground. It may be boring to some people, but guess what? A win is a win. And that's my whole goal, is to get the win, move on to the next round, and hopefully one step closer to the UFC contract.
Take it to him.
5 minutes. It's 5-4.
Koscheck is now in a very bad situation. It's bad enough fighting Chris when he's happy. Now fighting him when he's upset and actually wants to hurt you, that's going to be a bad day for anyone, I guarantee it.
Thanks, David. All right, guys, you both got your rules in the dressing room. 2 rounds, 5 minutes each. If it's considered a draw, we go to sudden victory. Good luck, guys.
Good job.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Let's do it.
Go.
Hit it. Nice. Again.
Yeah, nice ball.
That kid. That boy, just like that.
Yeah, nice sprawl, nice sprawl. Finish that. Suck it up, finish that. Yeah! Watch your arm. Nice, Josh. Use your feet. Nice.
Clean break. Clean break. Up. He's working there. Up. He's working there. Up. Come on, hey. Fight.
Yeah. Right. Finish that. Finish that.
Finished that round strong. I think you won that round, but it was a close round. Okay, we got to get after him this round. You got to hit him.
Okay, guys, seconds out.
Fight! Set the pace.
There you go.
Yeah! Right there. You have to pivot. Come on,
John.
Let's go.
There you go. Nice. Follow up. Finish that, Josh. Underhook. Yeah. Nice.
There you go. Don't let him get that, Josh. Put that in front of you. Clean break. Up. Come on, ready to fight. Clean break. Up.
Because this fight went the distance and went the full 2 rounds, there wasn't a knockout, a submission, or a referee stoppage. Now it'll go to the judges' scorecards, and these judges were chosen by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Hey, shot on both rounds, easy. Easy. On both rounds, easy.
Good job. Might be going to third one here. Get ready.
All right, guys. It was ruled a unanimous decision for Josh Koscheck. That's your ticket home, baby.
Next time, why you should hold me on the mat? You didn't hurt me at all.
It's a win.
Little
It's a win.
It's a win. I was at 5 rounds. I can knock you out sooner or later.
Take your bus ticket home.
Come on.
You know what they don't want to see in the UFC? Somebody just lays and rolls around on the ground. You're a real exciting fighter. It's a win. You're a real exciting fighter. You hold me down, you little Go home. I'm not done with you yet, Josh. Yeah. I'm not done with you yet.
Let's go.
Yeah, Josh. Good fight, Josh. Good fight, Josh.
Yeah, that's right. All right. I think the biggest thing Koscheck did to beat Leben was take him out of his game. You know, Koscheck actually threw some overhands that landed, but for the most part, he took him down, and Leben wasn't able to get up.
Although conservative, a picture-perfect game plan for Josh to execute. He doesn't have to risk getting hurt. He does just enough to win the fight and get the W.
Good job. First time flawless. Still undefeated.
Flawless victory on 3. 1, 2, 3. Flawless victory!
Want to be alone? You want to be alone? Good. I'll be around the corner. Hey, you did a good job. You know, they scored the takedowns, and you spent too much time laying on top of you. You didn't do a thing. We both know that. Chris is an emotional guy anyway. He fights with a lot of emotion. He has a lot of intensity, and it's not surprising that when he loses, all that comes out. It just comes pouring out.
The shot that needed to land just didn't land.
Yeah.
Just missed. Just missed.
It's hard to reel him back in and get him to focus and put things in perspective. You lost a fight. Big deal. If that's the worst thing that happens to you in the rest of your life, you're going to be doing pretty well.
What's up, Sunshine? Cheer up, dude. You had a good showing here. You know, didn't go the way you wanted it to.
I guess that's the kind of fighter you want in the UFC, one that just lays on top of you.
Relax, bro. You won the fight. That's the way the UFC is. It's the way fights are. You can't leave it in the hands of the judges, you know what I mean?
I know.
It's the way it goes. Don't worry about it. There's no doubt he's a tough, ballsy kid. He's probably one of the toughest kids in here. But mentally, he's very weak. And that's something that he's going to need to work on if he really wants to be one of the best fighters in the world. But don't be bummed out. It's a 2-round exhibition fight.
Oh, no. Why was the 3rd round on that? I don't like to lose.
I know. Losing sucks, but you fought a good fight, Chris. All right? Cheer up. All right? I'll see you soon.
Are you going to take me to the loser house or what?
We loved having Chris around. He was a lot of fun and a great guy, and it sucks to see him go like that.
Chris doesn't take losing very well, just like most champions don't. But he has a lot of growing up to do, and that's what Chris needs to get to really complete his game. I know he'll be back another day to fight and show his true skills. Chris is a warrior.
I called all the fighters back to the gym to announce to them that Nate is now out of the competition. We got some unfortunate news today that we were kind of expecting. Nate will be off the show. He'll go home, pack up tonight, and leave tomorrow morning and go home. That's normally what happens if somebody's injured. Nate Quarry, personally and professionally, has everything that I look for when we're looking for a fighter to be in the UFC. Because of that, I've recommended that he stay on as one of the assistant coaches, and Chuck and Randy both agree.
To be an assistant coach to Randy, that's a great honor for me to do so. I feel that I can do a good job as a coach.
Nate Quarry now has the ability to bring somebody back that was sent home already. Because Nate was eliminated due to injury, he now gets to pick from any of the fighters who have been eliminated earlier in the competition. Sound good?
Sounds good.
And it doesn't matter who it is. It can be somebody from Chuck Liddell's team, somebody from Randy Couture's team, whoever he thinks the best fighter is.
I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow.
Hey, what's up? Cat Smasher. What's up, buddy?
I'm back.
What's up, Chrissy? What's up, man?
You thought I was gone. Thought you got rid of me. I don't know. Somebody threw me a bone.
Oh, my God!
I'm back now, so watch out.
Cat Smasher!
Congratulations!
Felt really good to see the $1 million smile on Chris's face, and he's refreshed and back. He's a great training partner, fun guy to have around, so definitely helps our team.
Dude, what's his name was sweating you're coming back, dude.
Who, Josh?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, no lie about that. Might as well talk openly. Hey.
You know what, dude? I don't have time to be pissed at him. I really don't. I'm not even gonna like argue with the guy, dude. I'm just gonna train and then get ready to fight when I have to fight, dude. I'm gonna fight.
What's up?
I hear you back.
Serious? I made some promises when I came back to, you know, especially Randy and Nate, that I was gonna be good. I wasn't gonna be my old self and talk a bunch of trash. So I went up and I shook his hand, you know, and told him good fight.
Meet me fair and square, buddy. I gotta give you respect for that.
Glad to see you. How was your vacation?
Wasn't bad, man. Wasn't bad, to tell you the truth.
Chris Leben, you know, we didn't have a good relationship from day one.
Unbelievable. This just gets nuttier and nuttier.
So I was like, holy crap, he's like a freaking cat. He's got 9 lives, he just keeps coming back.
He was obviously upset that I came back. I mean, if I were in his shoes, I'd feel bad too. It's like, man, that's a huge hurdle I just got over, and all of a sudden, boom, it's right back there again.
I swear to God, dude, some of those punches were so close.
I was like palming him.
You know, it sucks hanging out with people you don't like. I don't like him. I know he doesn't like me. I'm just gonna be myself more than anything. You know, I am what I am.
Good win.
Yeah. Going up against Koscheck in this physical challenge and having him lose really didn't matter to me. I mean, it's not the same as a fight, you know, but it was nice to win at something, I guess.
Leben coming back probably opened a few eyes in the house. I don't think Josh and Diego really wanted to see him come back. Now he came out here and did the challenge and won. So I think, you know, we have the power right now, and we're setting the pace, and it's going to be a fast one.
Feels really good to have the tide kind of turned a little bit, to be in charge, you know, be in the driver's seat, so to speak.
Got a call, you know, that we have to go down to the gym today. We just knew that something was going on. You know, it was just like, oh, man.
We walk into the gym, we all line up, we're here with our teammates, you know, everyone kind of waiting to hear, you know, what this meeting was called for. Dana White walks in, he's got his typical smile on his face.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. When we first started this, 16 of you came to the UFC training center. Now there's only 8 of you left. Congratulations for making it this far. But really, the battle's just begun. This is the semifinals. The way this is going to work is, from here on out, teammate will fight teammate. 4 of you will fight until there are only 2 of you left. 2 middleweights and 2 light heavyweights. First up are the middleweights. Team Couture is going to go first. Chris Leben will fight Kenny Florian.
These guys might be upset that they're fighting their teammates, but when you make it to the level of the UFC, you have to be ready to fight anybody. You could fight your training partners, your teammates, your brother, anybody. At this level, you have to be willing to fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. And first up is Chris Leben and Kenny Florian.
All the new tricks I've been showing him and all the stuff he's been showing me and what we like to do. I like to do this here, well, I like to do this here. Now guess what, now we're fighting. It sucks.
I had some great training sessions with Chris Leben, and, you know, I've kind of got to know him a little bit better, and, you know, I've started to like him, you know, and he's a good guy, and, you know, it's going to be tough to fight him, and he's just an incredible fighter as well.
That's the ball. Beautiful. That's nice. You gonna help me dye my hair for our fight, Kenny?
Surely.
I haven't had 2 months to bond with him, but nonetheless, I've still been working with him, you know, the last couple of days pretty much exclusively, and we've been getting along really good.
What are you doing? You're not writing Chris is Kenny's bitch in the back of my head, I hope.
No. No, I'm not. This is gonna be the best ass kicking ever. You're fighting a friend, really, at this point. And I think that's the hardest thing. That really is the hardest thing.
Gotta get all fixed up for you, Kenny, you know?
Both people have helped each other, you know, get to this point. Fighting someone who you know, have become close to is a very difficult thing.
Burn me. Ooh, my ears are burning.
I'm serious now. I thought you were, I didn't really like you very much before. Serious. No, not. I thought when you weren't drinking, you were a cool guy. But I didn't get to know you very much. When you were drinking, I thought you were a prick.
I don't think there'll be any hard feelings. I think we're gonna have a freaking war.
Seriously, I got to know you and I like you, man. You're a good freaking kid. And
whether he wins or I win, you know, I think we may both be going to the hospital, you know.
Out of all the guys I thought would be the spaz, you know, guy I hate to train with, would be him. But he's one of my favorite guys to train with.
Just the other day, I made a statement.
You know, it's good. You know, since we're both left-handed, I show you a bunch of cool stuff I got. This is how I said no.
He's a cool guy. He's on my team. Really don't want to fight him, but only thing I want more is a contract. So, I'm sorry, Kenny, but I'm gonna have to put the stamp on you.
Well,
yeah, no doubt, man.
It was great training with you.
The only time probably you ever didn't go for broke was your last fight. Versus him, right?
Yeah, that taught me a valuable lesson.
So you have to kind of stick with your own game plan, right?
That sometimes being cautious. Sometimes offense is your best defense. Kenny is not the strongest one out of all of us. I'm gonna make it bang with me. I'm coming out, guns a-blazing, I'm bringing the heat, I'm throwing bolos.
He does have that one-punch wonder, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not fair.
Yeah.
But guess what?
That's what I'm worried about, you know? He does, and he's
Life is not fair. You gotta take him down.
Yeah.
You gotta take him down.
Here to cut weight. I was walking around closer to 200 earlier this week, and you know, last night I was 196. This game is just as much mental as it is physical.
Chris has a horrible past. His father decided to leave when he was a young boy.
Live in Southeast Portland with my mom. No power sometimes, no water, no food. Only one of my family ever graduate high school. And then, you know, fighting with kids because I was a skater, and I went to a high school full of gangsters and stuff.
Just coming out guns blazing. Yeah, I think that's the best.
It's got technical stand up pretty good. You know, on the ground when I'm on top, I feel fine holding them down. But at the same time, I had the best childhood and the best growing up ever because of the freedom my mother gave me because she never watched me.
Yeah, I noticed he really likes the Muay Thai clinch. He likes to do the 2 hands behind the head. When he'd do that to me, I would just uppercut him. So he keeps his elbows real wide.
I think that's what made me grow up into just the blossoming flower that I am.
I actually think that this is going to be a good fight. Don't let the first fight with Josh Koscheck fool you. Chris Leben is a very, very tough kid. He hits hard, he's nasty, and I wouldn't want to be the first one fighting him coming off a loss like that. On the flip side, Kenny Florian is a very tough kid, and you cannot underestimate him at all. He's the kid that really isn't even supposed to be here. I saw him fight in a small show, and the only reason I went to watch it was because of the kid he was fighting. He was 23-2, very well known, and he was supposed to be on this show. And the fight was an absolute war. I was so impressed with Kenny that I went in and asked him after and invited him out, and now he's in the semifinals.
You ready, Mr. Ratner?
If I learned one thing from my fight with Josh, it's never put the fight in the judge's hands.
Want to go first, Kenny?
Leben's almost under.
Go ahead, Chris.
He's a very dangerous opponent, and I'm going to have to try to keep him in my element as much as possible. Just be patient.
Okay, the weight's 85, 86. Come on up.
Yeah.
I'm a little bigger than Kenny. I think that's an advantage for me. That's an advantage on the ground. When he latches onto a submission, you know, he's not going to have the strength to finish it.
186.
Whoa, what's this 186 stuff?
143.
He's much lighter here.
I have the upper hand when it comes to submissions and being on the ground. And I know I have some surprises for him on the feet as well.
182.
182. Now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Still 182.
He's technically a better fighter than me. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm bigger, stronger, tougher, and sure as hell a lot meaner than him.
Hey, 2 meals, couple waters.
You know, it's going to be a hard-fought win, and I just need to kind of clear out the mess and really, you know, stay centered on my goal and what I need to do, either submit him or knock him out.
Yep. Got to fight tomorrow, 4 o'clock, boys. All right.
This is it. This is the one that's gonna make me or break me, that's gonna put me in the finals in the UFC. So, I mean, I'm just coming out guns a-blazing. I'm gonna try to give it everything I got. So I'm bringing it hard and I'm bringing it fast. Nothing to hold back now. I don't have to worry about, you know, getting cut or getting banged up and having to go compete in a challenge.
At this level, there's no easy fights, and I'm expecting, you know, to win. You cannot step into the octagon, you cannot step on the mat, you cannot step in the ring without thinking that you're gonna win.
It's gonna be like a blitzkrieg for me. I'm coming straight forward, I'm coming hard, I'm coming fast, I'm straight throwing bolos, looking to just put him out.
I'm always looking for the submission, I'm always looking for the knockout. I think it's gonna be an absolute war. It's gonna be an exciting fight for people to watch.
Have any predictions on how this fight's gonna end? Except for one, they're gonna raise my hand. One way or another, I'm gonna make that happen.
Get up, come on.
Let's go, Kenny. Go, Kenny. Keep moving. Push off the bench, Kenny.
Yeah, let's go.
Get working, Kenny. Good boy, Chris. Kenny. Let's go, Ken Flo.
Inside.
Come on, Kenny. 2 minutes, Kenny. Good work. Come on. Come on, Kenny. Come on, work.
Work now, Kenny.
Off the fence, Kenny.
Come on, Kenny. You got a burst now.
Let's go, Kenny.
Triple out, Kenny.
There you go. Go on now, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. Come on, Kenny.
Chill out. Come on, Kenny.
Head kick.
When he starts lunging after you, starts running towards you, you can land that hook. You land it a couple times, get it.
You ready? You ready? Let's get it off. Come on.
Shoot low, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. Don't just let him walk in. There's a lot of ways to take it. Get him down, Kenny. Let's go. Nice. Down shoot. Knee. Come on. Work your clinch, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. Nice. Again, shoulder, Kenny. Shoulder, Kenny. Left shoulder, stop the foot. Left shoulder, stop the foot. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Nice. Go. Yes.
Time just changed, baby. Time just changed.
No. It's fine. No.
Man. Sorry, no. No, man. You're the champ, buddy.
This fight definitely needed to be stopped. Chris's cut was right on the eyebrow. It was deep, it was really wide, and the blood was going down into his eye. And at the end of the day, we were more concerned about fighter safety. In the 10-year history, there's never been a serious injury or death in the UFC. So, Chris will come back and fight another day. He's a tough kid, and, it's an unfortunate thing that happened, but safety first.
Winner by doctor stoppage, Kenny Florian.
Kenny lands some really good shots. He's coming after him a little bit, and he gets him up against the cage, and he just backs off and throws that nice, clean elbow.
That's one of the bigger cuts I've ever seen in a fight, and I knew as soon as they separated that the fight was over.
Chris Lieben's a very tough fighter and a very tough kid, but Chris definitely has some issues. I think he's got the heart and determination, and I think he's going to be a great fighter someday.
These 2 fights in a row.
You got a two-inch gash over your right eye. You need to let him take care of that right now, all right?
And so kind of getting him to settle down and let the doctors evaluate his cut and getting him to come back to reality and put things in perspective took a little while. And his identity and personality is not contingent on whether he wins. And I think the sooner he realizes that, the better off he's going to be. I think Chris understands now that he's not invincible and that he's going to have to change some things in his life and change some things about him personally if he's going to take that next step and be a world champion, be a world-class fighter.
There he is.
Thanks so much, man. Warrior. I knew it before the fight, but look at me. Thanks so much, man.
I congratulate you for you beat me fair and square.
I know, man.
It was great.
Man. You got lucky with that cut.
I know I hit you pretty hard a couple of those times. You hung right in there,
Yeah, he did, man.
After the fight, he congratulated me. He said how proud he was of me, and that was kind of emotional. And I do feel like I was his friend, and he's just a warrior, and it was just a pleasure really going out there and exchanging blood with him. You know, he was just a total class act.
You deserve it. You've been training for a long time. You deserve it.
As opposed to my fight with Josh, I don't feel bad because I really like Kenny. He's a great guy. And, you know, I lost this fight fair and square in the way that he cut me. A cut stops the fight. That's a decisive win. I was looking to cut him. He was looking to cut me. You know, in my book, I owe him a beer.
I want to thank every one of you guys for training.
Thank you so much, man.
I think of all the guys that walked into this training center, Chris Leben has probably matured more than any of them. He's going to walk away from this win or lose with a new dedication and a newfound spirit in who he is and what he's capable of.
Gee, Christ, Kenny. I'm calling you Ginsu.
And you know, adversity always brings change, and he's definitely been through some adversity in this process.
You sharpen those things?
I put it in the pencil sharpener.
See, it's those bony guys you gotta worry about. This isn't even close to the end of it for me. Wasn't too good in school and I really can't dance, so I'm here to stay.